Kahala Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai Bahasham Rakakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace salutations unto the hopeful elect. I am simply Yawasop, and tonight's topic will be short, Lord willing, a short, quick, edifying lesson. It will be entitled A Dream of a City Under Attack. Okay, I'm going to repeat this again. Dream, a city under attack. All right. Now, this is based on a dream, a vision that the Lord let me have about 2 nights ago already. Um, I had this dream shortly before waking up. You know, waking up at dawn. I sometimes wake up at dawn before sunrise. So basically, I had this dream of all right, and it was basically me seeing city buildings on fire, and one of those buildings even collapsing. All right, collapsing like you saw on like what was witnessed on 9/11. All right, that's basically what I saw, like a major city under attack. All right. Now I can't say exactly which city it was under attack. All right. This whole Iran war thing going on, it's only intensifying more and more. It's going to lead to situations that will affect people's lives, everybody in this society. Uh, you know, brothers like myself can only guess what the Lord has in store to happen next, but it's only going to get worse, folks. So basically, in short summary, I had this dream where I saw like three high-rise buildings on fire, and one of the buildings. I know this may sound a little funny, it may sound rather peculiar, but that's the way He brings about dreams to people. And the Lord Himself could also have a sense of humor, all right? But anyway, one of the buildings that was on fire, it was the middle building. It had like this logo this logo type image, the face, a cartoony, a Looney Tune like face, if you will, of a demon, and that's what I tried to illustrate. Well, that's an AI generated image you see there of me trying basically to recreate what I saw, to describe. Now, in the dream, it's not the exact same image or face that I saw. It comes a little close, though. It's a little similar. All right. Now, why such a face was on top of the building and looking like a blue lighted logo? Hey, the Most High, he has a way with things. The bottom line is, I saw like a cartoony looking demon face on one of them burning buildings. And then suddenly that building with the blue demon face on it, similar to what you see there, it also collapsed and went down. It just plummeted down, just like the original Twin Towers plummeted down, man. All right, just like the original World Trade Center went down in 2001. That's how I saw these buildings on fire, and then collapse, man. Now I did not ask to have such a dream, and believe me, Salakia, it was a little intense seeing this destruction take place in my dream. All right, so that's why, Lord willing, I decided to bring up, this. That's why I decided to do this topic and hopefully edifying a short lesson tonight based on this dream. All right, and basically that's the most highest way of giving warning. Look, I'm getting ready to do some serious things down here, y'all. I'm getting ready to perform my judgment. Okay, so he's been giving a lot of visions and dreams to myself and many other people out there, and including some of the very apostles and the elders, the bishops, and even some of their very wives have had similar dreams of visions of this place being destroyed or under attack, and that's pretty much what I saw. Now, why the smiley looking demon? Well, the way I would try to interpret the face on that building, the smiling demon, right? Well, I would interpret that the smiling demon really represents, in my humble opinion, the Lord. He allowed that vision to unfold like that as a metaphor for the elite banking families, because the elite banking families, they're like little children that just love to have fun, and they're the ones manipulating all these bad things happening to a lot of people, right? They're the ones manipulating this Iran war thing, okay? They're the ones who manipulated, all right, and made money off the first two world wars, all the other wars, including the Korean and Vietnam War, they profited off of that. So that little that smiling demon really represents them. It represents them because they want to bring about this new world order, this so-called new world order. All right, and they're savoring that moment. You know what I'm saying? That they're savoring that moment. They can't wait to finally try and make this happen. So all of us are caught right in the middle of their sinister plans, man. Okay? And it's going to take divine intervention. It's going to take Michael the archangel, as mentioned in the book of Daniel, all right? The book of Daniel 12 and 1, all right? The archangel Michael shall stand up as a prince for the children of thy people, and it shall be a time of trouble such as never was before any nation. The Daniel 12 and 1, man. All right. I could look up that scripture right now. All right. But you can look it up for yourself. Look it up on Google or on Blue Letter Bible. All right. And you see what I'm talking about. All right. So basically, in a nutshell, this is the image that you see there. It's not the exact same image of what I saw. It's a little similar. All right. It comes a little close enough, though. All right. But basically, what more you want me to say? That face represents, Rothschild and Company. All right. They're the ones behind all this shit, man. All right. Okay. And and the past 2 days, this Iran war thing going on, it's only escalating more. You know what I'm saying? The Trump, is trying to back down. He's trying to back down now, allegedly talking about peace talks. Let's try and cool this thing down now. Let's sit down and have peace talks. You know what I'm saying? And Iran is saying, no way. We want no such talks with you right now. You wanted to go to war with us. We go to war with you. That is their attitude. So they're really standing firm. They are really standing adamantly firm against this superpower, man. All right, their will is by any means necessary. All right, by any means necessary, just like Malcolm X used to say way back in the day. All right. So yeah. So in a nutshell, that dream was really a warning, another warning from the Most High, a premonition of something. You know what I'm saying? We all must brace for it. Okay, beginning with the apostles and elders on down. Those of us that take this truth seriously. I don't know about whoever of y'all might be watching. You don't take this thing seriously. All right. But those of us that know this truth, we are given these dreams and visions, and you know what I'm saying? All we try to do is give warning of what's getting ready to come. Because it's not it's no laughing matter what's getting ready to come. It's no, you know what I'm saying? This is dead serious, man. We're in dead serious times. A lot of dead serious things are getting ready to happen. All right. Uh, Only Lord knows what kind of major attack might happen between now and tomorrow, or even next week, or by the end of the month. So we have to brace ourselves. Okay. While the rest of the world, the rest of y'all just want to continue party, 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 fun, fun, fun. All right. Those of us have to remain alert. We have to stay sober. We have to be circumspect, as 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 mentioned. And yes, Salakia about that. Okay, the whole bottom line here is the book of Ephesians, the sixth chapter. The apostle Paul did say, you know what I'm saying? See then that you walk circumspectly, all right, not as fools but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. We are in evil days right now, man. Okay, and it's only about to get more evil. All right, so without further ado, all right, let's go to Second Esdras. All right, Second Esdras, which is in the Apocrypha, right? And bear with me a moment. Okay, I'm on Second Esdras 15, and I'm gonna start at the fifth verse. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Okay, so the Lord Himself is giving warning in this scripture of what's getting ready to happen in these days. Okay, in these days under this present occupant, this present day occupant in the White House, Nero Trump, Nero 47. Okay, all these things are getting ready to happen. Okay, but real soon, during his administration, nothing but the worst is getting ready to happen. Okay, so I'm going to read that scripture again. Behold, saith the Lord, Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Now, earlier today, I was checking out a brother's video. All right, a brother from Charlotte, GMS All Precepts. He gave this show. He gave a segment giving warning about nearly all the nations of the world holding on to their energy supply now, or their oil supply. You know what I'm saying? They're starting to ration. Look up, try and look up that channel, GMS All Precepts. Okay, I forgot the video's name, but basically the brother he played clips in that video, okay, about news clips about how all these other countries are starting to hold back on their energy supply now. Okay, so this whole situation with the Strait of Hormuz, and Iran wanted to keep it shut down, and Trump trying to defy those orders, right? You know what I'm saying? It's the tension is already building up. Okay, okay. So and within the next few weeks or months, everybody's gonna start noticing some sudden big drastic changes and food supply and the food chain. All right, and the way of life, the cost of living. You understand what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? A lot could go down. A lot could go down between now and this summer. It might be a very hot summer indeed, man. Okay? Here we are in the springtime already. So summer's once again right around the corner, man. All right? And who knows all the goodies that could happen by then, if you know what I'm saying. Okay? All the goodies that the Lord has in store for this place between now and the summer for all these wicked people out there. You know what I'm saying? Those of us in this truth, all we could do is pray and brace ourselves, man. Brace for impact. Okay? That's why the Lord is saying what He's saying here. I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword. Well, this white man's modern day sword is his military might. Okay, his military might. Okay, his different weaponry. You know what I'm saying? He's even got laser technology. You know what I'm saying? That's right. He's got that technology, just like you see in Star Wars and Star Trek. Okay, they're not just telling everybody about it yet, but they got that technology, all right, all right. When they unleash this hell upon you people out there, that's when they're gonna show you. When they start killing people with their own laser technology, man. That's why the Lord is saying what He's saying. The sword, famine. There's going to be a famine out here, like it or not. You know what I'm saying? This whole Iran thing could lead to such situations. It's already unfolding. All right. The sword, famine, death. A lot of people are gonna drop dead out here. All right. If the famine won't get them, the sword will. Okay. If the sword won't get them, an illness will. Okay. All kind of different viruses and diseases that the enemy already has set up to unleash all out hell upon you people out there, man. All right. Death and destruction. All right. So this dream, this vision that I had was about death and destruction, man. All right. Okay. In those buildings that I saw, on fire and crash down the way they did, there had to be people inside them buildings, man. Just like there were people inside the World Trade Center when the original buildings went down by controlled demolition, man. Okay, everybody knows that by now. That's how them buildings went down, man. Okay, all right. So more death and destruction is on the way, whether you like hearing it or not. All right, you don't have to take my word for it. This is what the very Holy Bible is saying. The Most High, all right? You're just not taught these kind of scriptures out there. All you know is about God is all love. Jesus is all love. Sweet Jesus. Doesn't, hey, take a good look at the news right now. Do you really see any love coming from so-called God or Jesus? Hell no. All right, hell no, man. Wake up, man. Wake up, nigga. Wake up, Negro. Wake up, nigga. Smell the fresh coffee, nigga. All right. Stop being an ignorant nigga. All right. That's the last thing y'all want to do. Y'all want to keep being dumbass niggas. All right. It's up to you. All right. Verse 6, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things, in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me. The souls of the just complain continually. Now, what's the Lord talking about there? It's talking about the spirits, the souls of all the slaves and Native Americans and even people like Emmett Till. Remember Emmett Till? That whole 1955 incident, the little so-called black boy that whistled at that only whistled at this white woman as she blatantly accused him and two white men just they disfigured that young blood, bro. All right, they disfigured that young blood. That they tortured him. They beat him to death. All right. So you think that his soul ain't out there crying unto the Most High among many other victims? Okay. Many other spirits complain unto the Lord, Lord, when are you gonna avenge us? When are you gonna do justice to our souls? What the white race has done to us? When are you going to avenge us, Lord? Okay? So their complaints fall heavily upon the Most High, man. Okay? Upon people like that young boy Emmett Till back then, way back in 1955. Okay, all right. Many others that have been uh, gunned down, put to death by this white man. Okay, their souls complain continually, asking the Lord for justice. All right. Verse 9, and therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. So the Lord is assuring here with his own voice and spirit, saying in verse 9 of 2nd Esdras, the 15th chapter, and therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them. Okay, so he will surely avenge his people in these last days. Okay, he will surely avenge these people in these last days. And what could be the last, and what could be the last final decade of this 21st century, of this age as we know it. All right, all that judgment, all that judgment is getting ready to happen soon. Now, okay, the time is now. All right, not 2 years from now, not 5 years from now, not 10 years from now, but now, this very moment, now, now, now. Okay, all right. Verse 10, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. Now, the Egypt right there is referring to modern day America. All right, not ancient Egypt. All right, this society that we live in now is really a reincarnation of both ancient Egypt and ancient Rome. All right, verse 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before. You see? Smite Egypt with plagues. He's talking about this Egypt that we live in now. All right? As much as he smote the original Egypt with plagues, all right? It is this Egypt's term now to suffer the same. Plain and simple, man. And that, all right? Egypt shall, all right? And I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. All right? There you go. Verse 12, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that Yahweh the Most High shall bring upon it. All right? They that till the ground shall mourn. That's talking about the farmers. All right? And that very video that I mentioned earlier, that was aired by the brother from GMS All Precepts. All right, a newscaster interviewed this one farmer, so-called black farmer, and basically him and many other farmers, whether black or white, are suffering under this administration, going to war, man. He basically said that, while $1 billion is spent daily, all right, on this Iran war thing. You know what I'm saying? You know how much money is $1 billion? 1 billion is being spent daily on this damn war. 1 billion. Yet the farmer pointed out all that money spent on this war, but not 1 cent of it is sent to us. Okay, those of us that help feed this land, pretty much. Okay, I'm referring to the farmers. Okay, the farmers are the one that help feed this land and help keep things going with the food supply. Okay, if they're not gonna uh, getting any financial aid to look after their crops or even raise meat. Okay, your cattle, your pig. For those of you that like eating swine, okay, you're not supposed to eat swine. Okay, but all these animals are come from these damn farms, man. So what you gonna do when these damn farms suddenly can't really push them that food supply out there no more. They can't give you fresh whole milk no more. All right, no more bacon and eggs. You understand what I'm saying? No more T-bone steak. No more hamburger. Okay, hamburger with cheese at that, or ham and cheese. All right, you won't be getting none of that shit after a while, man. All right, if this situation only intensifies, it's gonna make matters worse with the farming industry. Period. All right. So once again, they that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting and hail. What a fearful consolation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people, Salakia, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. So that's the whole point right there. Okay? This whole this whole war with Iran thing only escalating, making matters worse. Sooner or later, even Vladimir Putin is going to step in, and it will officially be World War III. Okay, Putin has already threatened. Uh, he's already laid threats at Israel to stop doing what they're doing with this war, or Russia, the bear, is going to have to step in. You see what I'm saying? And ultimately, that's what will happen. All right. But before that, you know what I'm saying? A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Okay. All right. So some type of black swan event might happen. Okay. Or with the way gas prices are now, that they're only gonna keep skyrocketing. It's among many factors that could lead to this prophecy right here coming true. All right, all right. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. All right. It happened a few years ago during the so-called pandemic thing. And it's going to happen now. Another shutdown may come out of all this. All right. Verse 18, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. All right? And men shall be afraid. All right? That's the whole point I'm getting there. All right? Now, I'm gonna read now, Lord willing, Obadiah, a little bit of Obadiah, and that'll be it in closing. All right? All right, I'm on Obadiah. All right, I'm gonna read and skip a few verses. All right, this is a heavy duty book. This is pretty much the judgment on Esau scripture. The judgment the judgment on Edom and his present day counterfeit kingdom. All right. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord power concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise, see, and let us rise up against her in battle. Okay? So right now, let us rise against her in battle. What's happening with Iran right now? All right? Right now, Iran is rising up in battle, okay, against the big bully. All right? Rising up in battle against Babylon. All right? So called America. All right? And all the other nations, all right? All the other nations are also seeing this, right? And they're going to turn their back. They're going to start hating the whore, as mentioned in Revelation, the 17th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, well, the 10 kings shall hate the whore and make her desolate and naked, eat her flesh and burn her with fire. That nuclear fire, man. All right. Okay. Verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. That's what's happening now. Okay. So right now, that this country, you know, after World War II, right? After they did what they did and bombed the hell out of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, okay, the world had nothing but fear and respect for America, okay, nothing but fear and respect, okay. 80 years later, fast forward 80 years later to today, that's not the case no more, all right. That is not the case no more. You got these smaller, inferior nations like Iran, standing defiant, standing firm, okay, even developing their own nuclear arsenal. That's why the book of Joel, the third chapter, mentions, all right, let the weak say, I am strong. All right, so that's what's happening here. Okay, right now, America, all right, America right now, especially with its current leader and his very very blunt, arrogant ways, all right, is being greatly despised. Okay, plain and simple, man. Now, hey, I just mentioned how this current U.S. leader is blatantly arrogant and proud, right? Here's what verse 3 says in the book of Obadiah. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Okay, so that is really the so-called white man's attitude, that he's God, that he's the supreme being. There ain't no higher power but me. He wants the world to see him as the higher power. But the Most High is getting ready. The Most High Yahweh Ba'ashan Yahushai is getting ready to prove him wrong real soon. Okay? So the pride of thine heart, the pride of his heart, the pride of our enemies, the pride of our enemies that currently and tyrannically still rule this earth. Okay? The earth is given unto the hands of the wicked, as mentioned in the book of Job, right? The earth is given unto the hands of the wicked. Job 9:24. All right. Obadiah 1 verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, Okay, so this scripture, man, this scripture is giving you is giving the reader that has a spiritual mindset that's able to really pick up what it's saying. All right, because the Bible speaks in parables and codes. All right, it's not directly saying that it's America, but it's giving you a few hints right there, a few tiny hints. And you see ego there. All right, and this society that we currently live under. All right, its national symbol is the bald eagle. Okay, the bald eagle is the national symbol of the United States of America, a bird of prey, a proud bird at that. Okay, so that's the so-called white man. He's a prideful, hateful bird. Okay, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence I will bring thee down, saith the Lord. Okay? Thence I will bring thee down, saith the Lord. So that's what's happening now. Okay? This white man, he has satellite technology. Okay, he got even drones up there. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord is getting ready to bring this place down regardless, man. Okay? So that's the whole point I wanted to make on that, man. I just thought I read a little bit a little bit of Second Esdras and the Book of Obadiah. You know what I'm saying? To give you a little heads up. Now let me skip and finish with verse 7. Okay, verse 7. All right. Verse 7 gives you the more heads up of what's happening right now in the world. Verse 7 says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound unto thee. There is no understanding in him. So there you go. All right. That's talking about these so-called NATO allies. Okay. Not too long ago, they turned their back on Trump. All right. And not supporting him in the campaign against Iran. All right. And then he went out saying, we're the greatest nation in the world. We do not need their help. All right. You know how this man talks. All right. You know how he expresses himself. All right. So that's what's happening here. All right. Verse 8 goes on to say, Shall not, shall not, shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau? There you go. The mount of Esau represents America. All right, the land that he stole from the North American Indians. All right, okay, and thy mighty men, O Timim, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter, man, death and destruction. Like it or not, that's the Lord, man. The Lord is a man of war. Okay? He's also known as the King of Terrors, man. Okay? The book of Job would tell you that he's the King of Terrors. Okay? He's the King of Terrors, man. All right? Verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. So that's what's getting ready to happen. All right, to the so-called white race, known as the Edomites in the Bible. Okay, the elite banking families, the chief head of the Edomite race. Okay, and the ones that still have all of us in captivity, in modern day captivity, and they can't wait to fulfill the real modern day captivity by means of that chip, that microchip, the mark, as mentioned in Revelation, the 13th chapter. That's another reason why this war on Iran is happening. All right, so that it would give them more advantage in trying to usher in this new oppressive era, especially for our people in this society, bring a more dystopian society. But they're not going to accomplish it 100%, man. They're not going to go all the way with that. Okay, the Most High is going to cut short their plans, man. Okay, and their future is utter destruction, utter. How should I put it? What's a proper word I should use? Annihilation. That's what's really coming, man. You read the whole rest of Obadiah. It tells you just that. All right, what their future holds for them. All right. So with that, I finished making this a little shorter tonight, and making my point with this dream I had that serves as a warning, okay, to what's getting ready to happen, what may really be getting ready to happen, man. All right. So those of us sincere in this truth must brace ourselves. All right. Call Allah Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rakakadash, Shalom.